Good morning. This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers. And my passion is helping people on their e-commerce journey, helping to get organized, get focused, get consistent in their business. And if that's you, I'm here for you. Today's topic is how to become a full-time eBay seller. So if you've been wondering what it takes to be able to become a full-time eBay seller, let's talk about it. So the first thing about becoming a full-time eBay seller is you do need to understand the platform. I think that's going to be the rule for any platform, really. What are the guidelines? What are the rules, the policies, any reports that you have access to, your performance matrix, listings? What are the things that the listings need? And just understanding the platform in order for you to be successful as a full-time seller. The next thing is that you really do need to know and learn your numbers. The great thing about eBay is you can sell a variety of different products on that platform. So, what are the minimum sales price that you can sell an item for? What's going to be your average sales price? Like, what are you going to acquire it for? What profit is required per item and per day? How many items do you have to sell? So, an example might be like, okay, I have to acquire my items no more than $10 each or no more than $8 each, and my average sales price needs to be $40 each, or whatever the number happens to be. You've got to find that sweet spot so you know what to plan for, so that way it can become full-time income for you. Um, and then your sales stats, your income and cash flow requirements. How much money do you need to make to keep the lights on and keep water coming out of the faucet? What is the cash flow situation, so that way you don't run into challenges. So when we look at items that you list, like for some, it might be I got to list 20 items per day. Some might be 30. Some might be more than that, depending on what it is that you sell. And also, how many items do you sell per day? So the number of items that you list and the number of items that sell, they need to be pretty close to each other in order for you to get that in and out going with your business. So that way, if you're listing 30 items a day, but you're only selling 10, when you get closer to 15 and 20 and 25, then you're going to be at a place where you've got consistent sales going, and you need to be consistent in your listing in order to keep that and maintain it. So that's extremely important. The next is you have to understand you're going to reinvest into your business. So when you get sales, you're going to have to reinvest that. So you need to know, again, going back to your numbers, if you need it to keep the lights on and keep water coming out of the faucet, you need to know what your cash flow situation is going to be as far as investing. How much of your profits are you going to reinvest? Is it going to be that you reinvest 80% of your profits and you live off of 20? What is the number going to be for you? So you're going to have to learn those numbers. Next, you're going to have to find reliable sources of inventory. Where are you going to get your inventory to list on eBay? There's garage sales, you do liquidations, you can do um, uh, getting stuff from Facebook Marketplace. There's all kinds of places in which you can acquire inventory. You can always do retail arbitrage, wholesale suppliers. Like, you can figure out where you're going to get them, thrift shops, where you're going to get your inventory, and reliable sources of inventory where you have a better chance of getting the profit margins that you want and need to make this a full-time gig for you. The thing, you also have a time commitment if you're going to be an eBay seller. There's going to be a time commitment on any of the platforms, but you need to be prepared for whatever that time obligation is, which is what I did not list on here, but there is a time commitment. Then you need to determine your most profitable, most consistent niche. So an example of that might be, and I put emphasize instead of efficient. So sorry, it's the most efficient niche. What is going to be the most efficient niche for you? Um, so for some people, they stay in the area of clothing and they focus on women's clothing and kids clothing and maybe some shoes, and from time to time men's clothing. Other people, they just do like a niche of auto parts. Others might do, so you have to decide where you're going to be and what's the niche that's going to work best for you, where you can get a constant stream of inventory to be able to list and sell. Okay, and it's going to be profitable wherever you're sourcing it from. You need to establish your administrative and operational routines for sure. So Some might be using listing templates. If it's something that you frequently sell, you might have a template that's a baseline. It makes it easier for you. So if you're selling a brand over and over again, that makes it easy. Photos, what's going to be your process around photos? For some items, are you going to do sell now so you can get that listing up faster? So, and building a schedule is extremely important in order for you to get to where you want this to be your full-time gig. There's going to be some things that you may or may not outsource, things that you might find opportunities to streamline, and you need to become efficient at things. Again, you have to commit to the time in which you're going to be working in your business and commit to the times in which you're going to be sourcing and where you're going to be sourcing from. So look for opportunities to outsource. So for some people, they use different software to help create the listings. Other people, they create the listings themselves. They might use a VA to do some research or to acquire some of the inventory so they don't have to run out and get it themselves. Like there may be some opportunities in different areas. So you need to figure out what it is you think you can streamline, what things you can make it more efficient, and maybe what things you want to outsource to a human or to a process or to software. And last but not least, you need to be organized, as I said before, build a schedule, and you need to stay consistent. Stay consistent on the things that you're going to on your daily listings, and stay consistent on your sourcing as well in order to keep that cash flow in and out going the way that you need it to go in order for this to be a full-time gig for you. So I hope this information is helpful. If you didn't check out how to become a full-time Amazon seller, you can go back and listen to that series. In addition to that, we have just how to be a full-time seller in general. These are all things that maybe that's what you want to do for 2023. And we do have a 90-day listing challenge coming up for those people who really want to get on the ball when it comes to being more consistent in their business and making this a full-time gig for them. So you can definitely sign up for that at swiy.co/90 days of consistency. Again, swiy.co/90 days of consistency. So if you're a person that wants to be more consistent in your business, go sign up for that. And you can join us in the 90-day challenge to get listings up more consistently and see what that does to your business. So with that, hope you'll tune in for the next one in the series. We're covering some of the main platforms and what it's going to take to be a full-time seller on some of these platforms, if this is what you want to do for 2023. And with that, I hope you have an amazingly blessed, extremely focused, and highly profitable day. If you want to continue the conversation, let's go over to Clubhouse. We'll say goodbye for now.